I be outside on a beautiful day like today? Today has been extremely beautiful. But while outside, I came up with a strategy. I'm going to use Larry Bell's 12 Powerful Words over some nice instrumentals by Rocco, and we're going to create a hip-hop version of the 12 Powerful Words. I want you to tell me what you think. Let's go. Ooh. Hey. Here goes. Trace means to outline, analyze, break it down, infer, read between the lines, evaluate to judge, formulate, build, create, describe, tell me all about it, support, back it up, explain, tell me how, summarize, the short version, compare is alike, contrast means different, predict, think about the future. These are the 12 words, let's sing them together. If we're gonna reach our goals, we have to get it right. This morning, I woke up feeling like learning. I jumped up, put on my book bag and my shoes. What? I got fresh, and went to school. It's time to start learning. It's time for thinking. No time for laughing, joking, or daydreaming. Only thing on my mind is reach goals. Reach goals. Reach goals. Whoa. Hey, trace means to outline, analyze, break it down, infer, read between the lines, evaluate to judge, formulate, build, create, describe, tell me all about it, support, back it up, explain, tell me how, summarize, the short version, compare means alike, contrast means different, predict, think about the future. These are the 12 words, let's sing them together. If we're gonna reach our goal, we have to get it right. This morning, I woke up thinking about learning. I jumped up, put on my book bag and my shoes. What? I got fresh, and went to school. It's time to start learning. It's time for thinking. No time for laughing, joking, or daydreaming. Only thing on my mind is reach goals. Reach goals. Reach goals. Whoa. I like that. Stay rocking like that.
Welcome back, kiddos. That was the video that I had y'all, I wanted y'all to look at. So with that being said, again, my trusty Jade that rolled in the dirt. This is my she shed, and she's snoring over here. She's my assistant teacher, and she's doing a good job. She's doing a really good job. So back to 12 most powerful words. And before I do the 12 most powerful words, I want to remind one of my students that at the beginning of the year, I asked him, can he rap this song for me in class? Because he said he can rap that song really good. He never did get to do that. So Robert, I'm not going to call your last name. I only have one Robert. I'm sending this out to you. I need you to rap that song for me and post it. That way I know for sure you know those words. You hear me, Robert? If anybody see Robert, you know, tell him. Okay, so back to the subject. Now, since we already did this yesterday, well, this won't be yesterday for y'all. We're going to start off with support. So we just did describe as the last word. We're going to start off with support. It said, which of the following sentences best support the main idea? It means to back up with detail, tell me why, tell me how. You're going to support your answer. When they're asking you what support means, you're going to support your answer. If a sentence says support, if I ask you, can you support, if I ask one of the students when Robert started rapping this rap, can you support Robert? Would you be able to support him? Would you be able to back up him? Would you be able to help him? Would you be able to help him remind himself how to do these 12 most powerful words? All support is giving me evidence to back up what you think is happening. You give me proof that you know what to do. You're going to back it up with details. So, again, all these words, I really do need y'all to talk to your sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, mama, daddy, guardians in the garden, and just ask them, do they know these words? And see if they're smarter than the fifth grader. We're going to see if they're smarter than the fifth grader. The next word is explain. It said, based on this paragraph, explain how viruses spread from one person to another. It means to tell how, who, what, when, where, and why. You're going to explain how this happened. You're going to tell how it happened. The whole thing when you explain is similar to describe. You're telling using those same words similar to describe. You're going to explain what's going on. You're going to tell how it happened, who it happened to, what happened, when it happened, where, why, how. It's similar to describe. So if you get those one mixed up a little bit, it's kind of okay. But make sure you understand. Summarize. Which of the following best summarize the story? Give me the short version. When you're talking about summarize, you just want to make a story shorter. Now, if I were to summarize, if I tell you that I saw someone running in my yard, and I started to tell you this long, drawn-out story like my little daughter do tell me all the time, she would never get to the point. She tell me this long, drawn-out story about things instead of just getting to the point. All I want her to do is summarize, tell me the short version, what she see. She tell me from the time they walked in the road, they skipped over a rock, they sat on they fell on a log, they picked the log up and threw it, then they kicked the log, then they turn around, walk back, and they turn back around again. All I want to know is what did they do? What were they in my yard for? And what they did. So when you're trying to tell a story, you're going to summarize it, meaning you're going to make the short version of it. You're going to give it the short piece. You're going to give it all the main details, but you're going to give me the short piece of it, the short version of it, without going to every single detail of what happened. So compare. Compare. Example says compare the government of Great Britain to the government of the United States. How they are alike, how they are same. Compare means to tell how something is alike. Compare, tell me how they're alike. How this spider is alike, how this spider is like this spider. How this, my teacher A is like her mama, like me. I sleep a lot, so especially since we out. But with that being said, you're going to compare what's going on. You're going to compare what's happening to whatever they're asking you to compare it with. On the flip side of this, it's going to be contrast. Contrast the government of the United States and Cuba. It's basically saying how they're different. So most of the time, you will I often use most of the time and always. No, don't do that. Most of the time, you will see compare and contrast in the same sentence. Meaning they want you to tell what's alike and what's different. They don't want you to just tell me what's alike. They don't want you to just tell me what's different. They want you to give me what's alike, why they're alike, and why they're different. Many of y'all, or many people, since not y'all, many people forget that there's more than one question there. There's two questions. When you see compare and contrast, they're asking you two different things. Because compare is not the same thing as contrast. And contrast is not the same thing as compare. So they're asking you two different questions. And you need to answer those two different questions. The next word is predict. In a short story, predict how the story will end. What would happen next? What would happen in the future? You're basically going to think about what's going to happen based on the information that you already know. You're going to predict what can happen. If your mama tell you to clean up and you better clean up before she get home and you don't clean up, what you think going to happen? Predict what's going to happen. If your mother tell you to wash dishes and you don't wash dishes, when she tell you wash it, predict what's going to happen. All you're going to do is predict. All you're doing with predict is predicting what happened based on known information. Based on what you have seen in the past, you can predict the future based on what you have seen in the past. So those are the 12 most powerful words. I'm going to go over them one more time and make sure you understand this. Because I'm going to actually put some questions in this comment section today as well for you to answer. Please comment and answer on these 12 most powerful words for this day lessons too. Answer the question, because I'm going to put a little question in there for you to answer. Post your answers. Post your questions. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you know, what you remember. Let me know that when I asked you the very first time on the video yesterday, let me know that how many questions you got right before I even said anything. Let me know. So it says trace, analyze, evaluate, formulate, describe, support, explain, summarize, compare, contrast. My computer's acting crazy, y'all. And predict. So with that being said, I need y'all to answer the question in the comments about these 12 most powerful words. We're going to only be on this word for this week, simply because we already did this all year long. So I just want to remind y'all of what we're doing, because next week we're going back in, and next week we will be starting on the LEAP 2025 books. So we'll be starting on these books next week. But as of right now, I want to make sure how I taught y'all back in the beginning. I started y'all off with the 12 most powerful words because they are very vital for your success in any learning. You need to understand those words in order to take these standardized tests. In order to take any test, basically. You will see these words pop up throughout your life. I kid you not. You will see these words pop up throughout your life. You're going to need to know how to use these words. There's 12 words. Please remember them. Please use them in everyday sentences. Use these words, take these words, each word, and use it once a week or once a day, so until they get ingrained into your vocabulary that you'll be able to split it out just like that. I guarantee you, you'll see your test scores go up. You'll see your scores go up in the classroom. Make sure you answer the entire question when it's being asked. And with that being said, again, I'm reminding y'all that I will be posting some questions on this page instead to make sure y'all understanding. I also want to let y'all know I'm going to be doing classes on Tuesday and Thursdays from 11:30 to 12. Science classes on Tuesday and Thursday from 11:30 to 12. Haven't decided if I'm going to be Zoom yet. I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be YouTube just like this, simply because I want to make sure everybody hears the video. Even if they wasn't up when the time I did the Zoom, I know they can go back and replay the video, unless I can figure out how to do the recording on video, Zoom, and get it done like that. But with that being said, watch out for my page, more Marhaus MES Science, Field Grade Science, Math, ELA, and Social Study page. We have a lot of updates on there from each one of our teachers. And my baby girl's having a dream right now, so she's barking. So with that being said, y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all next week. Say bye, Jade. She's sleeping. She's growling in her sleep.